Corvette racing, preparing for Baltimore. It's a place we've never been. We know that all street races are similar, so we know sort of what to expect. Low grip, bumpy, jumps. They're paving the railroad tracks there at Baltimore, but we can't wait to get there. We're racing in front of a crowd that we've never raced in front of before. We're excited. We're going to take these Corvettes there and race as hard as we can, and we're trying to win the Manufacturers' Championship and the Drivers' Championship for the 4-car.
This is an event coming up in Baltimore that has never been run before. This is the inaugural event. Consequently, no cars have ever been around the purported racetrack. However, what we do have is the data about the racetrack, the lengths of the straightaways, the radiuses of the corners. We can take that information, put it into our simulation programs, and literally drive the cars around the racetrack.
I'm really looking forward to it. I love these situations where everybody has to start at zero. You know, I've driven on a lot of different street circuits all around the world, and you have to just pull on that experience that you've got. So you know when you first go out, it's going to be a real roll of the dice. You know, whether it's the tyre compound you're using, or whether it's the springs, or whether it's, you know, the ride height that you're running. The engineers, they're going to have a really good go at simulating that, but ultimately, it's just going to be sort of like a simulation. It's not going to be like a surefire deal, knowing what's going to happen. And there's no YouTube footage of anybody else's in-car camera stuff. So you're all the time just going, okay, we've got to guess a little bit on that. We've got to guess a little bit on that. And it's going to be the people that get themselves there and are the best prepared, and with a car that's going to be easy and pliable and be able to work quickly on making the changes, that are going to be the fastest and quickest, and they'll be able to learn the most in that first session that we run on.
I mean, as soon as we get to run the first laps and look at gearing, get driver comments, download data, for sure we're on our normal process at that point. But we'll have, you know, from the simulation work to date, from reviewing past street course events, you know, Long Beach, some of the events from GT1 at Utah, Miami, Washington, D.C. We'll go through all of that, and you know, we have a long history and a lot of experience racing at those kind of tracks.
When these cars come off the trailer, they should be ready to race. And in any street race, you don't have a lot of test time. I mean, this will be a race that we run in on Friday and race on Saturday. So it's going to be a very, very interesting event. It's a unique challenge for our engineers. We love it, we embrace it, and I think you're going to see that we're going to purport ourselves very well at this event.